tokenization, CBDC, and CBDC startups worldwide, playing an active role in global blockchain and climate initiatives. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Kamlesh. We are truly honored to have you here, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Harshini. It's great to be here. Okay, so first of all, congratulate. I think you guys are at least some universities are doing something on blockchain, and at least students are doing some step to promote the technology and creating the ecosystem together. I've been keep invited by many universities in India and talking on blockchain. So today I'm going to talk about uh, because mostly blockchain people relate with cryptocurrency. So I would like to give presentation on like blockchain is beyond crypto and what is happening in India and what is the opportunities for everyone, whether you are a student, whether you are a corporate or faculty, or as a country, what could be done in India and what is already happening in India. So before going to jumping those details, let's first understand the blockchain perspective. Like it is a mutable series of records stored on decentralized nodes, spread across the geography, right? And that is blockchain. And it is heavily used the cryptography, hashing, or the consensus mechanism, or identity management, or the way to make transaction and data immutable on a blockchain ledger. And blockchain is just not only the Bitcoin and crypto. There are a number of different flavor of blockchains out there in the ecosystem, from ranging from Bitcoin to the permission blockchain like Hyperledger Fabric. And depending on the use case, you have choice of blockchain project you want to use. Whether you, let's say, if you're building any cryptocurrency kind of system or token, then the permissionless blockchain is perfectly fine. But if you're building any land title, university degree, or any kind of uh, uh, enterprise use case, then the permission blockchain is the right fit. So this is the way you can decide which blockchain is the right fit for your use case. And blockchain is just not crypto; it's beyond that one. And that's why like blockchain is implemented across all the industries, whether it's finance, whether it's CBDC is which is digital currency by central bank. So even India, CBDC already live from almost 2 years. Healthcare, telecom, supply chain. I think whatever the industry you see, like you can apply blockchain, but how you want to identify which blockchain and why you need blockchain and how you identify the use case. So uh, for that, simply you need to see the what you call trust and transparency gap in any of the business transactions. So whether it's a supply chain, whether it's a e-governance, whether it's a financial services, if you need the trust and transparency in the system or the business transaction, you can apply blockchain. It doesn't matter whether uh, uh, it is a crypto, non-crypto. You can apply blockchain where you see the trust and transparency is the need. So in India, there are a number of initiatives, and this couple of slides give you idea of what work is happening in India. So in India, there are almost every state government is having a e-governance blockchain projects. For example, let's say this APIRI by Ministry of IT and STPI. If you want to start your own blockchain startup, you can submit your proposal and idea to MIT APIRI, and you get selected. Then you will get support and help from the ministry. Telangana government is also having a center setup called T Hub, which is supporting the digital economy and blockchain. And similarly, there are various state governments. Tamil Nadu e-governance, Karnataka smart governance, Rajasthan government, Jharkhand government. I think almost every state government is having their own blockchain policies and blockchain implementations out there. Or whether they are working with any big consulting companies, whether they're working with independent with their own team. So, but there are opportunities are there in the market, and uh, there are more than around 1,000 plus startups in blockchain in India already. And I think even this 1,000 plus is already the 2 years old number. It could be increased now. And Mostly work in government space happening on Telangana and then Tamil Nadu, and then Appai Center is doing something. Then you must be aware about the Reserve Bank of India already having a CBDC project called e-rupee, digital rupee, e-rupee. So that is also one of the project. And if you recently travel air, uh, via air travel, then I think you must have seen Digiyatra, Digiyatra separate entry gates, right? So Digiyatra is another one of the blockchain-based implementation for the travel documents and IDs. So already governments are working and already the project implemented like RBI, like Digiyatra thing. And mostly these startups are growing, and I think at the average of 7% every year. And currently is around 1,000 startup, and India is the third largest talent pool in Web3 talent. So more than 75,000 blockchain professional. I think even this is old report around 2022, I believe. But I think it is the latest report. More than 1 lakh developers already there, and the third largest blockchain developer pool in India. And what kind of work is happening? So this will give you idea like what you can build on blockchain in India. So there are mostly use cases are on the infrastructure side, and then asset tokenization, couple of use cases, then DeFi, decentralized finance use cases, NFTs, few use cases, and then couple of blockchain services, gaming, or the DAO, cybersecurity. So this kind of then I have a complete list. I will share this PPT. You can download this data where what kind of use cases and companies are doing in India. And mostly these companies are located in top 6 7 cities, especially in Delhi, NCR, Hyderabad, and Bangalore, and Mumbai, Pune. Chennai also having some few startups, but now even tier two cities, let's say Indore, Jaipur, Vadodara kind of start companies, state cities also having a couple of startups working out there, but mostly concentrated in the Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, and Bangalore, Hyderabad. And what actually Indian companies are building. So mostly they are building provenance and traceability use cases. So if you see like in the left side, there's a PwC report, and none of the here use cases you find who are building on crypto and some NFTs only. Mostly use cases on the provenance and traceability, identity and credential, payments, and the threshold and dispute and loyalty reward point. So only this loyalty and reward point comes from token system, but that is also on the enterprise side. And by this is some projection like by 2030 how the blockchain adoption is going to be globally. And this is a couple of blockchain startups you would like to work and join intern with them. You can connect to any of the startups uh, uh, in the in the details. You can approach to any of the startups here. And then there are many startups in the list I mentioned here. So you can find the list from here. I will share. And this is another uh, demographics I have created where like which kind of use cases and which kind of use cases is building on blockchain. So mostly if you see like blockchain startups are doing on BFS and consulting services. Few are in e-governance, healthcare, few startups, identity solution, few startups, supply chain is quite popular, and many startups who are doing many multiple things out there, and so ecosystem is building up. And this is a Indian government initiative. Even last week, I was part of this NIT and MIT CDAC implementation in Delhi. So here, like NPCI, you must be knowing who are building the digital rupee. Niti Aayog, who released the National Blockchain Family Strategy. NIG, National Smart Governance Ecosystem. They are also building something. NIC and CDEC is building a national blockchain framework and implemented number of use cases. Appai, who are supporting the blockchain startup ecosystem. Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. So if you regularly read the newspapers, you must be heard about the SMS filtering or the spam call monitoring. systems. So that is also built by Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, and that is on blockchain. And MIT and NEGD also having their own initiatives out there. And this I think as a student, I think you should must read this National Blockchain Strategy. National Blockchain thing is you could read this study document which is released by MIT last week. Uh, I think not last week, sorry. It is released a couple of years back in 2020, and NIC and CTEC is working to implement it. Okay. And you can see like they are going to create just 1 minute. Okay, so couple of use cases: finance, governance, health, smart city, insurance, and implemented with the existing services, and there are property chain, health chain, smart city chain, education, insurance. So number of use cases. And this is the vision of the national blockchain strategy. You should have a look and read in detail. And all this startup, different states are doing something and in blockchain. And this is the picture I taken from the Telangana, calling T Block Accelerator. They are building the accelerator for blockchain companies in partnership with Tech Mahindra, IBC, and others. Similarly, there are education initiatives. So you must be seeing like IIT Kanpur implemented a blockchain-based degree issuance, which even Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, launched a couple of years back. They also implemented uh, digital identity-based employee verification at the IIT Kanpur campus. And another number of initiatives having all this big IIT and IIM having a blockchain-based program. And similarly, private companies such as the Upgrade, Emergo, Simplilearn, TimesPro, all having a blockchain partnership with the universities and running various programs. And also, universities are running couple of faculty development programs on blockchain. And I take some session to the one of the university in Pune. Even they offer 4-year BTech program in blockchain. So, like the education perspective, there are lots of initiatives happening out there, and NASCOM is another very good initiative where they have having a program for blockchain education. And there are multiple blockchain communities are there in India. So Algo Bharat is there from the Algorand India, Polkadot from Polkadot. So there's the blockchain community India, there is blockchain India, Web3, Hyperledger India, LFDT India chapter which I lead, and India Blockchain Forum, Bharat Web3 Association, India Blockchain Alliance. So many. I think the person is also maybe taking to one of the session. I think he's also from India Blockchain Forum. So a number of initiatives and community is there in India to create an ecosystem and helping the startups and students to do something. And in Hyperledger India, we have a different city-wise even meetup groups. So every city we have a meetup groups. Even we have in Gwalior, in Jaipur, and Kolkata, Coimbatore, Kochi, and Pune, Mumbai. So and I mean even this is old data, but it will be growth will be higher. And also, if you would like to know, you can visit this India ebook by LFDT, where we have details about what is happening in India. You can just simply search Hyperledger in action in India, or LFDT India ebook. These are two books we released. And what kind of use cases? So mostly this kind of use cases being building up: supply chain, food traceability, CBDC, telecom one which I've mentioned about it, the education and skill credential like what IIT Kanpur and other institutions did it, trade finance, e-governance where the state government is doing it, circular economy, carbon credit kind of use cases, identity management like DG Yatra for example, vaccine certificate. So even uh, a couple of uh, 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 during the COVID time, a few states even issued the COVID certificate on blockchain. agricultural value chain, renewable energy, power distribution. So even couple of state power distribution companies are using the peer-to-peer energy trading. So number of things is happening. Real estate tokenization, where the tokenizing the real estate properties, NFT metaverse. So this is a common use cases in India where lots of work is happening. So if you see something is missed here, then I think this is an opportunity for you to start something out there. Or if you see still there are opportunity or need to solve something bigger, I think you could pick any of this area and work on this one. So I now have a couple of case studies, so you just get an idea. We are just not talking on theory or not talking on just the use case level, but what is actually implemented in India. So this is one of the use cases which is implemented by Aditya Birla Group, uh, which is the blockchain-based traceability of the sustainable products. So, and they call Green Track is the product name, and they actually track everything from Birla Cellulose to till the Aditya Birla store. So every product, whatever is built up from in the especially for who are built from cellulose, they are able to tracking from end to end, forest to fashion kind of thing, and also calculating carbon credit emissions or impact certificate on that one. Another, this is I just mentioned like this is one of the Maharashtra government department implemented this COVID test certificates on blockchain. So because generally you must be heard during the COVID time, lots of people even making a fake certificate or even tempering the certificate. So this is way to they solved during on that time. Even this is also one use case implemented by one Hyderabad's company in partnership with GMR, which is the traceability of vaccines actually. And even this company is closely working with United Nations development program for UNICEF, we can say. This is another UP government implemented the project for power energy trading, P2P energy trading kind of thing. This is Tamil, like other states, Tamil Nadu even more advanced, and they even created their own blockchain policy, Tamil Nadu blockchain policy, and implemented a blockchain network, which is Nambikam Inayam, which is a blockchain service platform, and every 24 e-Sevai certificates on and land transactions on blockchain out there. Karnataka having a separate center for smart governance where they implemented a blockchain for 2 3 use cases, especially for procurement and another for the traceability of the land record Kaveri project. Their name is called Kaveri. Telangana is more much advanced. They have a number of use cases implemented successfully. So one is like cheat fund, teach cheat funds project. You can simply search Google is available, or you can simply go blockchaindistrict.telangana.go.in. You can find lots of detail, student credential, land records, or credit scheme, drug entry confiding. Even recently I seen like even I shared on my LinkedIn as well. Telangana government also looking for the user remote voting in using blockchain. So lots of things is happening in Telangana as well. This is one of the project you can see the picture of Amit Shah, and so this is one of the project where I implemented during the part of this project. So the mother dairy, the milk, implemented a blockchain based traceability QR code for the ghee product, and you see like above the ghee bottle is given, and the QR code is placed on that one, and which gives the end-to-end traceability of blockchain. And I think even this project also showcased during the national parade this year, 26 actually. And this is the telecom project we're talking about, which implemented the traceability of the spam messages on blockchain. DigiYatra is another big project story on blockchain in India. Is already currently 24 airports onboarded, 15 million users, and plan to onboard more than 40 airports this year as well. So it is a good uh, momentum in blockchain in India. This is CBDC, which is the India CBDC, India Digital Rupee Project, India's own digital currency actually. They also launched in December 2022, and is almost more than 2 years now. And is also good story. There are more than 18 banks now. Banks are increased to 18, right? And there are 4.6 million users, number of use cases, and all these banks are part of the part of the India CBDC project. This CRED, if using CRED is also joined the blockchain thing. This can escape, and this is the national blockchain framework which is envisioned by Niti Aayog. It is already implemented in across all these different states and departments, and already live data available. And this is even old data. This is even old data. We can see that just new data. This bond market, if you are aware about the stock market and mutual fund, that is also implemented blockchain based for the bond issuance and managing on blockchain. This is Reliance and the HSBC did some transaction on blockchain for the corporate finance, and not just the big use cases. Normally, when this kind of Sri Tattva or Organic India, we had kind of implemented a blockchain for traceability of food items actually. And this is another project implemented by Tamil Nadu government. So not Tamil Nadu, the Telangana government, which implemented seed traceability using blockchain. And there are many initiative as well. So this is IBDIC is another initiative by 18 banks for building a blockchain ecosystem for different kind of use cases, like say uh, deep tier financing or the invoice hub or the blockchain domestic letter of credit. So number of things is happening out there. Similarly, these are another Indian institutions, which is the Digital Lenders Association of India, issue certificates on blockchain. Even during the Kumbh this time, the NFTs, IRCT tickets are actually issued as NFT tickets on blockchain. And IIT Kanpur, which we just talked about it, they implemented blockchain for SSIs as a IITK employees, and this is already live, so it's not just only theoretical. And not just India, but it's a global story is coming up with even Nandan Nilekani recently announced one project along with BIS, Bank of International Settlement, for working on Finternet. Finternet is called what? Is how the internet flows the information smoothly across the border, but something is not there for the finance or the money or the financial assets. So using blockchain, using Finternet, they would like to address that challenges, where they want to create a the financial system for the future using the blockchain called Finternet. And this is a typical kind of Finternet working model. There could be every assets could have tokenized assets stored on a digital infrastructure which has an identity signature and all the existing ecosystem connected to that common ledger. And there are many stories. So all these companies, this is good for you. So if you getting any of the job opportunity in any of these companies, that means this company already working on something on blockchain, and there's opportunity to get involved with that project. And similarly, every country is exploring their own blockchain strategy. There's Dubai blockchain strategy, India national blockchain strategy, United States also relies their own blockchain roadmap, EU blockchain strategy, China BSN. I think every every big developed country is exploring blockchain is their main strategy for the digital transformation. And likewise, big financial services company like JP Morgan having their own blockchain based tokens called Onyx, or having their own tokenized infrastructure. Similarly, Citibank is also do the cash management for the banks, and Broadreach, which do even 1.4 trillion a month transaction per month on blockchain. British Columbia having almost 1.4 million credentials on blockchain for British Columbia, Ontario, and Canada. Smart Dubai having all their different 24 use cases from finance to education and security on blockchain, land department, custom department, paperless strategy using the blockchain. EU also having a blockchain strategy, is specifically self-sovereign and digital identity focus thing. And there are many such stories available. You can go to any of the use cases on Hyperledger or any of the blockchain community to understand what they are doing. This thing, and there are many big initiative also happening. Which is the tokenization fund, which is the main Bank of International Settlements actually running a blockchain initiatives like Project Agora, Embridge, Unified Ledger, Aurum, and all these different CBDC projects. CBDC is another very popular use case of blockchain where central banks are issuing digital currency, unlike crypto companies are using cryptocurrency. So that thing. And there are, but still there are lots of things which we need to address and we need to work, and there India need to progress. This is one is about the crypto laws. So crypto laws, or maybe say digital asset laws, that is not clear. Like how we have clarity in US, how we have clarity in Europe, clarity in Dubai and UAE, but Singapore, for example. But in India, still with this crypto laws is still not clear. Like you could trading, I think you could do it. There's no issue in terms of doing a cryptocurrency, but there's no proper regulation around it. Or let's say if anyone want to issue stable coin, anyone want to issue token, so those, for that there's no regulations in India, but other countries have some regulation. Let's say Europe have a MiCA regulation, or uh, Dubai having a called VARA regulator. So things are there, but not in India. So there need to be work uh, in that area. Another is data privacy law. So recently, India announced the DPDP regulation, which shows like data should not be stored outside India, and it also should give right to every user to delete data whenever they ask, right? But how you going to implement that in blockchain is another thing. Another is like ecosystems are building, but still everything is happening in silos. Every state government is doing their own efforts and their own implementation, and still we need some kind of collaboration across the different government agencies. And another thing is like which is happening in G20 presidency time, which led by India last time. So they want to create the regulation, global crypto regulation, not just for India, because you can't. There is no meaning because crypto is a global story, it's a global thing. You can't restrict something in India and then you're doing a transaction outside, because there are way is on chain, off chain, number of different kind of exchanges. Let's say you can run on the decentralized exchange, which is not even identity KYC. So you can't control such a way. You need to have proper global framework, global collaboration to define a crypto asset regulation globally. So there are huge opportunity out there, and in the next 5 year I see like the CBDC adoption is taking place. You will see lots of implementation in CBDC, and if you want to build something in CBDC, whether any supportive use cases to the CBDC infrastructure, or working with the bank or fintech, or any good idea how they can use the CBDC programmability, then I think you can propose something here. And tokenization is another big hype nowadays. So number of companies or fintechs are building on tokenized related use cases. Uh, Growing startup ecosystem. So startup, I see like I seen startup from 50, 100 startup to the 1,000 startup in last 5 years. So it could be become more 10,000 startups on the blockchain ecosystem by next 10 years. And this Indian blockchain infrastructure, which is NIC and CDEC and MIT created, it is we see the adoption of this infrastructure, and number of government and the department going to onboard, and community developer is also growing a lot, because students and universities are now taking interest and taking this technology to the next level, where collaboratively working with industry and academia. So I think there are lots of opportunity for everyone, and I think we can conclude my presentation here. I think we should have a time to interact to each other. That is more beneficial than just the presentation. So happy to take any of the question and interact whatever you have. I'm happy to address. Yeah, I will share this PPT. Don't worry. And in case I would code. Okay, this is was in code relay 3.0, which is in uh, triple IIT IIT Bhubaneswar, correct? Yeah, I think it's IIT in Bhubaneswar. Yeah, thank you. I was there. Yeah, so I think you can connect with me. You can connect with me. We can talk about what you want to work. I can support. Yeah, Jogeshwari. Over to you. You can ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. I wanted to ask that when we build projects like blockchain projects related to real estate, then KYC is always required to verify the buyers, sellers, and all. But
Yeah.
it introduces centralization in it. So, how can we balance the need for KYC along with the blockchain's core goal of decentralization? Are there any privacy preserving ways?
So one thing like even KYC could be done in a decentralized way, but let's say whenever we are doing a KYC, you are technically uh, getting the information about the user, and that's a against the, let's say, blockchain or anonymous thing. And but there's always dilemma because government can't work anonymously, right? They need to have a user identity in working. So So I think this is not the technical question. Technically, there are way to do it. You could use the zero knowledge proof. You could use the privacy preserving technologies to achieve this one. But technically, whatever you do, but you need at least regulation and governance to support it.
Yes, so that is what means at least somewhere the centralization will come in it, right?
Yeah, obviously, because if you're working with government and government is nothing is going to be, and I think whether I think something somewhere centralization is good for the ecosystem. You can't completely decentralize. You should use decentralization as a way to achieve something faster and efficient, but you can't consider a society which is completely decentralized and there is no role of government or no role of any centralized authority.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
There's a question from someone Mukund. Sir, in my college, the concept taught in classroom often different from the skill actually used. Yeah, he's right because college even I recently even invited by one college to taxation is a very big name private university, and still they are just teaching the Ethereum and Solidity, you know, but that is not more than enough because in the industry the mostly work is happening on Hyperledger Fabric thing. And another thing, like they are only just because the teacher and faculty who are even doing such classes, even they are not that much skilled enough to take the industry level things. So that is what we should focus on: the get placed in good companies or say the current trends. Or say the so yeah. So for I think you should, you know, do such some kind of internship and maybe do some kind of research project instead of just learning Solidity and learning some basic programming. I think you should more do some more detailed kind of, let's say, research project. Let's say, for example, consensus mechanism and core fundamentals. So how you can improve the consensus mechanism, and then you could do something out there. And let's say privacy preserving technology, or let's say has cryptography, or let's say, for example, currently all blockchain only support the SH256. But suppose if you want to make any other cryptography standards to be applicable, if you work on that work, then it's more technical, and then you become more skilled for the good research R&D project job. And more application oriented job, there you just list, let's pick any of the one area, whether supply chain, whether financial services, or whether digital identity, and build one end-to-end application along with just team. let's say with good UI, then the smart contract, the network, and learning the DevOps and other skills as well. And then is a good place to out there. And secondly, you mentioned about current trends. So I think current trends is happening. If you follow me, I keep saying. So actually, tokenization is a big industry trend nowadays. So stable coin tokenization, real estate tokenization, or the banks are doing it. And second, like e-governance, lots of e-governance projects are happening, but there is an only governance project. But is a tech trend wise is a tokenization, CBDCs, and digital identity. And fourth trend, which is now trending, is now decentralized identity and the decentralized AI. I think decentralized AI, which is another form of where you could apply blockchain and AI together. Even I recently given one talk on IIT Madras, where how blockchain could bring the trust and traceability in the AI ecosystem, AI agentic AI and blockchain kind of thing. This is another good area to explore. In the rapidly evolving of the blockchain energy, what are the viable careers are there? I think without a technical background, I think one is becoming a kind of technical content writer is very good opportunity because not lots of companies required who understand the blockchain, understand this fundamental, and write the good content. I think any AI can do lots of it, can do lots of work, but still writing and understanding this thing. Even the community building is another which already, let's say, Harishni and Mallikarjun doing it, but that kind of is also good explorer opportunity because every company needs some kind of community architect or community leaders, and that is completely non-technical job. You don't need to write a code or something. You just connecting and bridging or making people understand, or just marketing effort. That is a good non-technical thing. What, okay. How to find internship in Web3? I think best way to be connected with on LinkedIn with some LinkedIn and try to connect with the founders or some industry people who are doing something. What projects should I do to get a? You could do any of the good research oriented kind of project if you want the technical mentorship, and if you want more use cases oriented, then any of the good use cases, let's say digital identity, or let's say any of those kind of use cases you can follow. What if you choose AI? Okay, so this is the I just talking about. Let's say this is a very good use case I just recently presented. Let's say AI agents. We know like AI agent is trending and everyone is building the AI agents. And in the same time, let's say how we need the identity for human or identity for any corporate. Similar thing will be required for this agents as well. So there could be one use case of blockchain where you are creating the digital identity for this AI agents and enabling the peer-to-peer or privacy-preserving communication between the AI agents. This could be one use case. Second use case even for the AI agent itself, where you could having a registry of the authorized AI agent in the AI decentralized registry. Even the MIT US University run one very interesting project in the if you search now MIT decentralized AI. There's an interesting project which MIT US runs actually. MIT decentralized AI. I will just sharing that link. You can see that one. And then another use case maybe you can identify because AI need data, right? So how you will get a confidence on the particular your model is being used without sharing the rights to you. So this is one of the project which run by MIT US. This is the project called Nanda, which is the internet of AI agents actually. So there are many use cases you can explore. What do you think about the future regulation of cryptos? I think regulation. I think it will take time, maybe uh, I think maybe 2 years. But I think crypto is definitely going to be not allowed. But I think the digital asset, stable coin, or the use of technology definitely is going to be available. Yeah, and vibe coding trend is going on the market well. Vibe, what vibe coding? What is vibe coding? I'm not aware here. AI coding, you want to say? Yeah, if AI coding is
Yes.
AI coding, yeah. So I think that is not for the risk for the blockchain. This is risk for the everyone who are just only reliable on the coding skill, because coding is just become a English language, right? Who know the English can write a code nowadays. So better you should more focused on building your own skills in terms of domain, in terms of emotional skills. That is more important, because now whatever you just want to go do, you just give instruction to the AI tools and generate end-to-end code. And you just, so let's say the people require 10 people now can be done by 1 or 2 people. So there is a obviously challenge for the people. But I think learning good fundamental, good having good uh, beyond coding, because someone who do the coding well but even not understand the basic how the data is structure, how the even what do you call algorithm works, right? There's a different story. Writing a syntax and writing a code is a very simple thing, and compared to understanding more detail in the computer science fundamental is another thing. And after that you need to have a good communication team skills, and always patient to do learn something new. That is more important than just coding. Okay, anything else?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, sir, my doubt was like the PDF which you were sharing now. Can we get that?
No, which PDF? I will share. I will share to
Yeah,
the manager.
yeah, please. Because we can have a look out through that. Because me recently, I'm trying to get into a startup, so that's why like I needed some guidance from you. Like, how can I bring my startup into the market, and what all things can I do for it? Apart from that, what all like the competitions I will be getting, because we are trying to create one ecosystem.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think now for the Apiri, you should apply to Apiri actually. So
Okay. Okay.
Apiri is one of the blockchain-based uh, blockchain ecosystem for the blockchain in Gurgaon, which is operated by STPI, supporting the blockchain startup.
Okay.
So I think, or maybe I think you can connect with me. Then I think I can also help out what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Sure. So I will like I have connected you on LinkedIn. Over there we can have a discussion.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Actually, Kamlesh, you have provided a wealth of information for us. Definitely, students will take this opportunity to use this information to build their careers in blockchain and Web3. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Over
Thank
to
you.
like let Harshini conclude.
Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Kamlesh Nagware, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. Your clarity, depth, and real world perspective on blockchain and Web3, they were truly inspiring. It was an honor to have you here, sir, with us.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Maybe soon, like we will host you personally at the Triple IT's City.
Yeah, I've been on many IITs and triple ITs. So I was last
Yeah,
time in IIT Bhubaneswar. Before that, I was in triple IT Raipur, triple IT Dharwad, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Mumbai. It's been there.
yeah. Hope we will host you soon. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for joining.
yeah. Looking forward. Bye bye.